Howdy, folks. Hey, I'd like to do you a poem today, something I wrote several years ago about an old cowboy friend of mine that I worked with for several years. And this poem's about a little wreck we had one day trying to catch a stray bull over in a neighbor's pasture. I'd like to share it with you today. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Pretty Good Horse, Robert. This is a story about a cowboy friend of mine. His name's Billy Lamb, truest cowboy that you'll ever find. Whatever the job was, it had to be done. Well, so you could count on this one. We had a longhorn bull that decided to leave home, and the neighbor wasn't too happy about where he chose to roam. No corrals on this place, and only one choice we had to make. We was going to have to rope him, so which horses to take? I saddled a mare that I trusted and knew she'd be true, and Billy saddled a new horse for the time being. We just called him Old Blue. Several more horses to choose from, and some of them the best. But Billy said, let's take Old Blue and put him to the test. Well, we found our bull and not in a good place, too close to the brush. It was going to be one heck of a chase. I went to the right to work as a haze, and Billy and Old Blue were on that bull's tail like a blaze. Billy with his rope over his head and ready to toss, and Old Blue was on that bull like a real cow horse. Running out of ground and not a second to spare, Billy sent his loop flying through the air. Now what happened next was an awful sight to see. Old Blue and that bull went opposite sides of a tree. It was a heck of a wreck, and it happened so fast, I thought old Billy had roped his last. I think that was the wildest sight I had ever seen. Old Blue and that bull on each end of a rope and a tree in between. Holding that bull and his heart pounding in his chest, Old Blue had passed the test. Billy started getting up, staggering around, 'cause you just can't keep a good cowboy down. He's picking limbs and branches out of his clothes. He looks up at me and blood trickling down his nose, and he says, pretty good horse, Robert.